What's up, internet friends? My name is Andy. This is my first video on YouTube. Not that you care, not that anybody cares. I just thought you might know because I'm so awkward right now. If you're wondering about the expensive and amazing video equipment I'm using, it's called the iPhone 6 front-facing camera. I know, very expensive, and a regular old light. I do not have a tripod as it is just leaning on my speaker there. So that's that. And what I wanted to talk about today, actually, and I've been wanting to make a video, not necessarily a video, but I've just been wanting to tell people about this movie, but not many people have seen it, which I think is kind of sad, and this movie is very underrated among the mainstream movies, which in a way can be good or bad, depends how you look at it. And the movie, as you can tell in the title, is It Follows. This movie... Oh my god, this movie. I watched this movie twice. Once because it looked very interesting and very different, and two for the soundtrack. First of all, let's talk about the movie itself. Well, I'll just give you my opinion about the movie. I really loved that it was very different in the sense that it didn't try to do cheap scares like a jump scare or, you know, those generic kind of movies like Ouija or Annabelle or any of those scary movies that are out or that have been out in the past months. But this movie really takes its audience seriously. It thinks the audience is a smart audience, which is good. It's a compliment because it doesn't spoon feed you everything. It doesn't, it just doesn't scare you at random times. What this movie does really well is it's very unsettling and it can be very creepy at times. Because you have this thing, this STD, this sexually transmitted demon, or whatever you want to call it, that you don't know what it is exactly, or you don't know where it came from, or you don't know what it wants from you, but you apparently now have it. If you had sex with somebody that gave it to you, you now have it, and it's trying to kill you. And it's just like, it could be anybody, at any point, at any place, anywhere, that this thing can come and essentially just kill you, and then kill the person that gave it to you, and so on and so forth. And that to me is kind of like, holy crap, I have to always be on my feet. I can't really sleep. I need to be with somebody to help me tell if whatever I'm seeing is actually a person or not. Can you just imagine? Just think about it for a second. It might not sound weird at first or creepy, but when you really think about it, if you have this thing and you don't get rid of it as soon as possible, you're gonna have to live day by day, like, scared that you might die, because at any moment it could be a person in like your class, it could be somebody at work, it could be somebody in the restroom stalls. Like, if you're taking a shit and that thing is after you, you're kind of screwed, man. Are you taking a piss? Same thing. Or you're showering or whatever have you, right? And that to me is just kind of like, man, I can't live my life because I'm so scared of this thing trying to freaking kill me. So that to me is something that I wouldn't feel comfortable living with, just simply because of that. It's just like, where is it, when the hell is it going to happen? It just comes without warning. Also, the way I'm not very savvy on movie terms or filming terms, so please excuse me for my newbiness and ignorance, but whatever. I will try and keep on making this video. The way they shot some of these scenes is just awesome. There's a scene where they're like in some parking garage and they have this wide shot of the girl in the wheelchair, and it's just there, and it's just like, oh my god, what's going on? It just looks really cool and really creepy. And they work very well with the kind of shots they had and all that kind of stuff, which is really cool. Very different from today's horror films where it's just like super close up or like jump scares and it's like, stupid. Anyway, second thing, and something I am really grateful for exists in this movie, and it was released. I'm so freaking psyched about the soundtrack. That soundtrack is the most original one I've heard in a very long time for a horror movie. The score for this is absolutely absolutely brilliant. I loved everything about it. I loved every track. I loved any time they used it. The main reason why I went to watch the movie again the second time was for the soundtrack. It's just very good. It's made mostly with analog equipment, which means it gives it more of a what do you call it? The word it escapes me. It gives it more of a 80s feel, I guess. You know, like in Halloween, how the music for that sort of is very creepy, is very kind of scary. It gets in your head a little bit. It helps the atmosphere of the movie. That's what the soundtrack is, and I think that's very cool. It's very original. It's just creepy as hell. And I'm not sure the soundtrack's up for sale yet, but when it is, I'm gonna go buy that, and I'm gonna go listen to it and listen to it and listen to it and listen to it, because it is just that good. It helps the movie in many ways. It helps set the mood. You know, it gives some scenes a lot of atmosphere. It's just really, really, really cool. So that's that. I'm not sure this is a review, more of my opinion on the movie It Follows. I highly, highly recommend it. If you're looking for something like Insidious or something like Ouija or Annabelle or any of these movies, you will be very disappointed. But if you're in for something that's very different and something cool that will leave you thinking a little bit after the movie, that won't just, you know, spoon feed you everything, then this movie is a definite must. If you haven't watched it yet, please go do so. Tell your friends, take your friends, get them creeped out, experience something different in the movie world, and just enjoy it before it's not in theaters anymore. Anyway, I'm not sure this channel is going to be all about movie reviews. Probably, maybe. I go to the movies semi-often, I guess. But I'm just going to be talking about random stuff, and if you like what you saw, I guess subscribe, insert generic lines that YouTubers use to get their fans, and leave a comment, blah blah blah, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.